What's up, guys? Welcome back to Blueclouds TV. What's up, guys? Welcome back. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Blueclouds Media. What a beautiful day it's been. I'm not so sure about your day, but it is a beautiful day for me. And we are back again, as usual. We do stream it each and every day. And like I said, welcome back to Blueclouds Media Football Minutes, hosted by Nick Zion and Steven, and brought to you live by Blueclouds Media. This is a show where we talk about all things football, from the biggest match to the latest news and transfer rumors surrounding, everything association football. We'll look into the return date for key players like Christopher Nkunku, Enzo, Fernandez, and to analyze the impact of these injuries on Chelsea's lineup. We'll also discuss how Chelsea striker Nicolas Jackson can potentially cause problems for Man City. Stay tuned for the in-depth analysis, expert opinion, and level debate on the show today. As we hear, Steve and I will take you guys through the next 1 hour of live streaming. Do not go anywhere. Stay tuned. Grab yourself something to drink and get involved in the comment section below. Drop your comments. And you know what? Do not forget to like the video and also subscribe to Blueclouds Media channel if it's your first time watching us here. And we'll be right back in a second. Welcome back again, beautiful people. Welcome back to the stream or the channel that gives you the daily updates of Chelsea's news regarding injury news or transfer news, anything. So we are back again, and then like I said, we will be talking about the return date of certain key players, which I didn't mention. Some of them, Nicolas Jackson. Will be looking at his, how he can terrorize, or he can be that dangerous for Manchester City team. And as the big game will be coming on Sunday against Manchester City at Stamford Bridge. So we'll be looking at that. And also some injury news, as I did said earlier on. I'm being joined here by my co-host, Steven. I don't know. Today I'm kind of everywhere, making some mistakes. But guys, I apologize for some of my mistakes for today. Steven, welcome back again.
Yeah, good to be back on. Should be a good stream.
Absolutely. Yes, little mistakes here and there, but we are all human. We make mistakes just like VAR, even it's a machine, but the human cannot even use the machine very well. Every day we do talk about VAR. Big up to Dylan. Big up to you. He says When is Paige coming back? Oh, she remember Paige. For now, it looks like it's gonna be very difficult. I've tried to get her back on the show, but what she's doing now is off the time, considering the time that she does her work and the time that we do the streaming. It's not anywhere compare. So yeah, it will be very, very difficult trying to get her back. But I'll try and see if we can get a recording video and upload for you guys. Other than that, I'm not so sure. But I'll keep trying. I'll keep trying for you guys. Steven, we are back again discussing Chelsea news and Chelsea. Uh, looking towards the game on Sunday. Where do we start from? We start from some injury news. So we'll be talking about Nicolas Jackson, Enzo Fernandez, especially. We can also talk about Mando Bruja. How close are these guys getting ready to return on the pitch, Steven?
Yeah, so we basically know Nkunku won't be back till after the international break. Maybe Newcastle, but personally, I'd say probably not Newcastle. Lavia isn't going to be that far behind either. Maybe a couple weeks difference. So yeah, we should be starting to see everyone come back now. And at the end of the day, that's going to help us massively. You can see how just from getting a couple of players back over the last 1 or 2 games, like how much our depth in terms of our substitutes has improved and everything like that. So once you get Nkunku added to that list as well, it's another massive improvement for us. Broja should be back as well, by the way, because I'm not sure if you remember, obviously, Poch said that there was a chance he could make the bench for the game against Spurs. Obviously, that didn't happen in the end. Mm-hmm. So he's not going to be far away. I'd imagine he'll be in the squad for Newcastle. And then Fofana basically out for the season. We know that by now.
Yeah.
And then, there's not really many more, to be honest.
So players that we could be looking at for returning very soon will be maybe Christopher Nkunku, and then also Mando Bruja. But we've seen so many pictures surrounding social media platforms like especially Twitter and also Instagram with the new haircut from Nkunku, and I was like, I hope he's not trying to return against Manchester City, and I was like, I hope not. I hope not.
He's got no chance of that.
Yeah. But he's got some nice haircut. I wish I can. Let me see if I can find those pictures on
the ones
Twitter.
that were posted today.
No, the other one. I think he was Khalid or whatever his name is. He uploaded that video of him Nkunku himself having a haircut in the house.
I thought you meant the ones that Chelsea put up today.
Oh yeah, I can show that one to the screen if
because there was one with him and Sterling on the
training
bikes.
Yeah, we got a game today, Steven.
Chelsea haven't they?
Okay, this 18th November against Liverpool, the BSL.
No Chelsea team is playing today.
Okay. So let me see if I can find those pictures right there. I've seen the ladies' pictures. Guys, if you don't know me, I watch the ladies' games a lot. Not even just ladies. I watch like Liverpool, Arsenal, ladies. You'll be surprised how much football I do watch a day, depending on what is going on. But yeah. So sorry about that. We are discussing injury potential players that can retain, and we've talked about Mando Bruja, who we know, he was there and then he left to international break to play for Armenia, and all of a sudden something happened. He has to return back to Albania. Yeah, there's Albania and Armenia, right?
Yeah, there's 2 different countries.
2 different Albania and Armenia, 2 different countries. So then he was being returned, called back to Cobham for them to be assessed and see what his injury like. And it looks like it wasn't that good, as it was being said. It's minor precaution, because if it's precaution, he's been out for a while, Steven. Right? It's not just precaution.
I mean, there's only been a couple of games between the last international break and the one that we've got after the Man City game. I think there's only been like
It's been 4
four
games.
games, something
Yeah,
silly like that. But
you
obviously, you've
4
got to
games.
factor in
It's
one of those
about
was a cup game as well.
yeah. So 4
So he
games we
hasn't
can
really
be
missed much.
silly. 4 games. That's a lot of games, man. As a
Yeah.
striker, we're crying for it. We're crying for one, and it's 4 games. That's a lot of games missed.
Mm, to an extent, sure. But at the same time,
Yeah.
he's probably fine anyway. In terms of, we know how Poch has been managing things. Like, he's not taking any chances.
Can you hear me,
So it
Steven?
could simply just
Okay.
be that.
Yeah, go
You
ahead.
good?
Yeah, I'm here. The sound, everything
Okay.
went off, and I was saving off. It looks like it was loading for a second,
Oh,
so I have
that's
to.
weird.
Yeah. Um.
You good?
Yeah, I'm good. I'm good. I'm good. Thank you.
Okay. I was just checking.
What the hell? All my looks like my stuff are all missing today.
Weird.
Yeah, everything is hiding.
Um.
See, what is that?
Yeah, I forgot what I was even on. Oh yeah, we're probably just being extra cautious with him, as Poch has tended to do that to avoid any further injuries. So I wouldn't be surprised if he's actually fine, and he just didn't want to put him on a bench in case he was needed on Monday, because it would be an unnecessary risk. I don't know about for everyone else, but for me, I've got no audio right now for you. It's like you're muted.
Can you hear me now? Yeah, I was
No, I can,
muted.
yeah.
Oh, 'cause I'm messing around. I'm
Oh,
trying
you're
to
checking like the settings to see
no.
what's happening.
The buttons what I'm supposed to click has been hit. Let me refresh the screen. Refresh the page in a second. Steven, take
Hmm.
over. Just let me refresh the page in a second.
Yeah, sure. Obviously, the big game's coming up on Sunday against Man City. It's another top team. Apparently, I think it was John Stones got injured last night, and Akanji, I think it was, that got injured in a warm up. So it'd be interesting to see any injury updates on them two. Obviously, De Bruyne will still be out as well. So they could be missing De Bruyne and then two of their defenders.
Yeah,
So yeah, it's going to be interesting to see how they deal with that if both of them are out for the weekend along with De Bruyne. So I don't know. Maybe, like, obviously you don't want players to be injured or whatnot, but at the same time, like, as a Chelsea fan, you've got to be sitting there thinking, if those players are missing, that is an advantage for us. Oh, hang on. There's an update on their website. I was just looking. Injury update. Duo ruled out. When was this posted? Never mind. That's from the that's from last year, and it's showing up now. Are you joking me? Man City, what are you doing, man? Get your stuff together.
I doubt we're gonna end up seeing Kevin De Bruyne, because from I read something last
Yeah, he
week
won't be
that he'll
back for
be
a while yet.
he will be going for surgery, and I think that from that instance he might not be playing for the team for a long time, probably maybe a couple games before the season come to an end. That's what we might see Kevin De
Hmm.
Bruyne returning, but then all the hams and everything has been done to either them or they cost the hand to other football clubs. But let's see
Yeah,
that doesn't go. It
I
doesn't
was
go to Manchester
just
City's way this time, Steven.
I was just checking any updates, and after the game, Guardiola said on John Stones, it is muscular, his injury. He will be out for a while. It is a pity for him, as he's an incredible professional. He tried to do it, and it's a pity. It's bad news for us and for tonight. On a Kanji, Guardiola said it was a lock in the back. He was training because it happened pre-game in the warm-up. He was training and he locked when that happens, he looks 75 years old. He could not play. That's why Kyle replaced him in the last moment. Hopefully, it will not be a big issue and he could be ready for Sunday. So Akanji could potentially be available, but John Stones is out for a while.
Okay. John Stones will be John Stones. I mean, John Stones doesn't even does it really affect the game that much? I know he's been playing the midfield role, something that Guardiola has been trying out, but does it really affect the game?
He's still a good centre back. When you look at their other options, of course, their other options are good. I mean, Ruben Diaz, Vardio. Do you know what I mean? Like, this is quality players, but you don't want to be putting youngsters on the bench, for example, if you don't have to.
Yeah.
And if he's out, maybe that's what ends up happening. But yeah, as a Chelsea fan, you're looking at it going, it's kind of helpful to us, but then they'll just chuck Rodri in there instead. And then you've got another issue entirely.
Jesus Christ, man! I'm trying to find those images, but I can't find it. I'm on Chelsea website, but still can't find it on Twitter.
Chelsea website. There was one about something gallery or something.
Yeah, so I've been there and I still can't find it.
All right, I'll quickly try and get it up, and I'll send the link in Discord.
Okay, all right. If you I'm there again.
Oh, it comes up straight away. 5 from training, recovery in the gym.
Yeah, it's giving me the one with Reece James, hands up. Let me see if I can share that. Sometimes it's a bit risky if you're not careful and you're sharing stuff like that, and there's an image, there's a video in there, and you're trying to scroll up and down. If you're not careful, yeah, the one with the Reece James sounds like that on top of Jackson, Nicolas Jackson. That's what we have, and then the Zola one, the image of Zola, which I don't want YouTube to block any of my content. So you have to be very, very careful in what I'm showing. But yeah, I don't see images. But excuse me. All right, Steven, let's get it going. Let's get it going. Have another issue, not that issue, like another statement coming from Gary Neville. Gary Neville said something earlier on. Has to do, pundit Gary Neville. He says has claimed that he would really not like to defend against Chelsea striker Nicolas Jackson. He had his own podcast, which we all know Gary Neville. He said a 22-year-old is really a handful, although he does not bring more consistency to his game. He said with consistency, Nicolas Jackson will be a hell of a player for lots of defenders. And you know how Gary Neville is as a defender, good defender himself. But I know myself, Nicolas Jackson, playmaker, very fast. He's got a lot of tricks on his legs. Both legs are all good, but the only thing is the consistency and how to finish. How can we get Nicolas Jackson to be like Didier Drogba, Steven? You have any idea?
Get Drogba to help him.
Yeah,
it's the best solution, man. I thought you was going to say another thing about Neville, because I saw something else earlier and it really irritated me. Because I saw a quote from Neville earlier, and he said about Man City are the best team in the world and Chelsea are punching up. They're nowhere near that level. They've got to continue to measure themselves. Chelsea have got a fair way to go, and everyone will know that. When Tottenham went to 9 players, Chelsea looked clueless at times. I wouldn't say it's the catalyst for Chelsea's season. I don't think I've seen enough for that. And they've got a significant amount of difficult fixtures coming up. Let me just quickly touch basis on this, right? We've played Liverpool. We deserve to win. We played Arsenal. We deserve to win. Our keeper had a mare. We played Spurs. And you're saying, when they went down to 9, we looked clueless. It's a young squad that are still figuring some things out. The important thing is they did break Spurs down. They did get the goals. We did win the game. That's the important thing, yeah? Stop giving Spurs credit, man. It does my head in. Chelsea's young team, although they're inexperienced, they eventually broke them down and they got the result. Because that's what should be said. Not, credit to Spurs. They don't get credit. I touched on it when we did the stream yesterday on the review. Credit for what? Credit for their manager being stubborn and playing the high line with 9 players and 10 players. Credit for their players losing their heads and getting sent off. Should have been sent off earlier. Like, what are we giving them credit for?
That's
At the end of the day, we've got
Go ahead,
Man
Steve.
City next year. Then after Man City, Newcastle. Yeah, first game after international break is Newcastle. Right? Man City, yes, difficult. Not arguing that, yeah? We then have Newcastle, yeah? They've got quite a few injuries at the moment. Lewis Hall will be ineligible to play because he's a Chelsea player on loan there. And they've got the Tonali ban, yeah? Brighton, I'm not really worried about. And Man U is a no for me because Man U have been shocking all season. After I'd made that point to people in the group because I was explaining why it annoyed me about what you said,
Yeah.
I looked deeper into it. Tonali's banned. Lewis Hall can't play. Harvey Barnes is injured. Target is injured. Elliot Anderson's injured. Murphy's injured. Isak's injured. Botman's injured. Burns injured. Like, they don't have the depth to cover for that. They just don't. Like, they are key players and they don't have the depth to cover for them. So that's why I'm not worried about the Newcastle game. Like, people say Newcastle are difficult, but then, like I said, Murphy, Burn, Barnes, Anderson, Botman, Target, Wilson potentially missing the game as well. He's questionable for this weekend because of hamstring tightness, but you don't really want to take a risk with that. And then Isak, they hope to have after internationals, so he might not even be back after internationals. That's a lot of big players that they're missing, and they don't have the depth to cover it. So I'm not worried about the Newcastle game at the moment. Unless all their players suddenly get fit, to me, there's not really anything to worry about. And he's saying they've got a significant number of difficult fixtures. Man City, yes. Newcastle, not really. Man U, no. Brighton, not really. Like, where? Because after Man U, we don't have another traditional top team until we play Liverpool on the 31st of January. We've got teams like Luton and teams like that, teams that we should be beating.
I agree with you. I mean, in the Premier League, depth is most important thing for every Premier League team because if you're playing in 3-4 competitions, you have to have enough to cover up because injuries they're definitely going to come in. And also, there are other people talking about the VAR stoppages, which doesn't help the players at all. But big up to AJ and big up to Gulam Mustafa. I want to love you forever. AJ said also, where is Scala and Ryan? Well, I have some few updates. Scala United is very, very busy with work, and also Ryan work schedule has changed, so we only get Ryan during the weekend. But if you stay tuned or if you tune into the channel during the weekend, you see Ryan on the platform. So yeah, I'll be trying to see if I can add some more of this Saturday stream because last time we did it, the turn-up was good. I think a lot of time it's very difficult trying to predict or trying to know exact time that your opponent, or would I say opponent, your viewers or your members are live. It's very, very difficult. I've changed time many times, and also when we go back in hours and we go in front in hours, this thing doesn't help. But one way or the other, we're trying to stick to one specific time. But if you know when we be going live, we always go live at 5 p.m. UK time, and Saturdays will come in probably pretty much the same time. But Saturdays is when most of the viewers are maybe relaxing in the house, watching Premier League football. And when we go live, a lot of them join our platform. But then during the week, we don't have that numbers. And it's very difficult trying to change the time, streaming time all the time. But then if you have cheerers viewers, those that really trust in you and believe in you, they always tune in. So AJ, I haven't seen you for a while, but I know you're doing well. The family is also doing well. So yeah, I know Dylan also asked of our page, but that's all. No one is asking of Steven. Steven is here. I know you can hear his voice, but you gotta check on your brother, check on me, and check on Steven. Steven and I have been keeping this channel going every day. Every day we have to come over here and create the content and have you guys also get your opinion, also comment, and have any question you can drop it. I'll give my honest opinion on it. Steven also dropped his, and you have a different opinion, and that's how this channel is being made. So I want to love you. Thank you very much for hopping on the channel today. So sorry I'm joining in late today, and I'm on the staff today at work and being very busy. Hope everyone doing well today. Though much love. Okay, he gave us faces. He comes over here as a
It
description, something
comes
I
as
can read.
just the like almost like coding to an extent.
Yeah, like a code that you have to read. But then on YouTube, it comes as images, those things. Yeah. Unfortunately, people get busy between schools and work and can't join the live show. Some just pass through. Absolutely, which is normal. Which is normal. You should expect that to happen one way or the other. But guys, if you come up, please do not forget. At least my 2 cents is my like. Just drop the like for me before you hop off. But then get in the conversation. Get in the conversation. We're looking towards a big game tomorrow, and we're looking towards certain things like injury players that are coming back from injury. Which we did talk about Mando Broja. Fafana is gone for the rest of the season. But we also saw the picture of him also doing some aerobics or something like that. And also, Nkunku also trending on social media platforms like Twitter and Instagram with some physical activity. Maybe we might see him on the bench, but not playing in any of the game. Or maybe we might see him watching the game somewhere in Stamford Bridge. From how things are looking, he has a nice, beautiful haircut, and also doing some workout there. So yeah, I think that maybe we might see him. He's a guy that will be returning. So Amanda Broja should be in the list on the bench for the Man City game. So just we're looking through and see what we got going on before the big game on Saturday. Are we worried? Should we be scared? I'm not scared. I'm not worried. It might be maybe a Chelsea 1-0 for Chelsea. I wouldn't go that much because these guys they know what they're doing. But if things goes on well and the way we're playing, if we really believe in the way we're playing, the way Pochettino is drilling the players, if we can get our chances right, if we can finish our dinner, which there's no chance that we cannot win against, a Manchester City side. This, I think, somebody else has to come in and win the Premier League this time. It shouldn't be Hotspurs, but it shouldn't be Spurs either. It shouldn't be Tottenham Hotspurs. It shouldn't be Arsenal. I would like if somebody else can be there. If Chelsea can do it, then it's going to go to Manchester City again, which is very difficult for me to swallow. But Steven, so
Hmm.
that's where we are at this moment in time. Guys, sorry if you guys don't have much to talk about. We just have only 3 minutes. We're gonna drop off. If you have any comments, drop the comments in. If you have any questions regarding transfers, anything you have at all, if you're listening, join the conversation and also drop your question in or your suggestion, any suggestion at all, drop it in, and then we can also talk about it. But besides that, we have just 2 minutes to bring the stream to an end. Steven,
Yep.
anything on your side to bring it up? We have only 2 minutes.
Okay. Anything else you want to touch on?
Yeah, anything else you want to touch on?
Oh, I was asking you
Oh,
because
me.
you normally have like set things you want to touch on.
Yeah, today I think not a whole lot going on here. Not a whole lot going on there. I think this is what I would like to touch on before we bring the stream to an end.
Hmm.
There's been some kind of research implying or going across so many injuries that we have in the Premier League. You as a physio, do you think that
Hmm.
the amount of stoppages that the VAR or the referees stops the game, also contribute to the number of injuries that these players are having because they stand there for a while and the muscles are relaxing and all that kind of stuff. Then they have to start running again. Do you think that could play one of the reasons why there's so many injuries at the in the Premier League compared to other football leagues?
No, not really. I mean, all leagues have the exact same with VAR. Like, there'll be decisions where some are over quickly and some you have to wait a long time for. It shouldn't really make that big a difference. I think the issue is more an indirect impact to that in terms of you look at the fact that now what they're doing with the additional time at the end of each half, where they're trying to be more accurate with it for the stoppages, for the goals and the celebrations that come from that, and the VAR checks and the medical treatment if someone gets injured, and all these sort of factors when the ball's not in play. And they're trying to be more precise with how much time they add on. That's more of the issue, because you've gone from, say, I don't know, say across a match you might have had like 5 minutes added on, 3 minutes in the first half, 2 minutes in the second half, whatever before. Yeah. Now you could get at least 5 minutes in one half. Like you saw the Chelsea game the other day against
Yeah.
Tottenham. 12 minutes in the first half, 9 minutes in the second half. They played 100 and my brain's not working today. Just bear with me a second. Played like 110 minutes of football. Well, they didn't because the ball weren't in play for the whole 110 minutes, but they was out there on the pitch for 110 minutes.
That's right. Yeah.
So that's more the issue than the waiting around for the decision.
So, what, in your perspective, you say the amount of games that they play is not the amount of time that the referee stops the game?
No, it's both. So it's the additional time at the end of each half, and it's the volume of games. You look at how they have to do the Nations League, so international managers are go pick pretty much their best team. Whereas, say you had an international friendly, you
Yeah.
could potentially choose some of the younger players. Oh, let's have a look at some of the younger international talent that are coming through. But because of UEFA wanted to have less international games that were just friendlies, they wanted to have more competitive games. Obviously, the better players are playing more games than some of the others. If you're in form, you're likely going to get picked, unless you manage Southgate. Um, and then you've got things like pre-season and stuff. Look at last year, right? The World Cup was in the middle of the season. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think it was a week after the World Cup final, the Premier League restarted. They had about 1 week stoppage from the last Premier League game to the first game of the World Cup, and then they had about 1 week between the World Cup final and the Premier League restarting. And then, obviously, the season ends, they get like a month's break or whatever, and then they're back into pre-season training. But we don't know what these players are doing in their off time. Some of them might still be doing some like training, whereas others might be relaxing. Like we don't know these things, and like some players will get overloaded in terms of their workload eventually, purely on the basis of how many games they are made to play now at a competitive level.
Yeah.
There's too many
Uh,
games. The other thing I want
yeah.
to add is look at the new Champions League format. More games again. You gotta ruin these players with all these games. It's gonna happen.
I agree. I agree with you. I think the amount of games and lots of minutes spent on the pitch is not even helping. Guys, I know I put a poll up there on the comment section below, and I said, do you think that Chelsea will be able to overcome their injuries and beat Manchester City? I have 44% of the people said yes, 44% of the people, and then 11% of you viewers said they are unsure if Chelsea can win it or not. But it looks like we are on tie. We're on tie. We got 9 people voting, but we have only six likes. Where did all the 3 votes went to? 3 people did not drop their like, but that's okay. So yeah, let's see if we can get a winner between the we have 2 for the 4% and then 11% for the unsure. Let's see if we can get that number. One of them could win. If they can win it, that'll be good. Then we go from there. But the last thing I'm gonna ask Steven,
Yep.
this is just a trivia question. Which Premier League name start with an organ of the body in the Premier League? In the league, which Premier League team? Sorry, Premier League team start with an
Oh,
organ
Liverpool.
of the
Liver.
body. That was easy.
I didn't understand
Liverpool.
if you was. I didn't know if you was gonna say like, which former player has one that sounds like that but is spelled different, or if you was going the route of a team.
Steven, you know what? You know what we have to do. Let's every time we stream, I'll bring
Mm-hmm.
maybe 3 trivia questions, and you also bring
Okay.
some trivia questions, and I ask you, and you ask me, and see who's gonna win. So every day we do ask ourselves questions, and that's how we're also gonna learn and see if we have answers. If today maybe still will win by point, and then at the end of the week we calculate all the points together and see who won the week. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So trivia question. You don't have to be Chelsea alone. You have to be the Premier League questions.
Okay.
Okay. So we'll try and every day when we stream, we'll bring 3 questions, not too many, so it wouldn't prolong the streaming. So if you also have any questions, if you're watching, you have any trivia question, you can put it there, send it to the comment section below, and see if who have an answer for it. Maybe someone in the comment section will have an answer to that trivia question, or maybe I can have an answer, Stevie can have an answer to it. But we also prepare our own trivia question and ask each other, which will be Steven and I. We'll get that going. So yes, if you're watching us live on YouTube or Facebook, or even I think I was streaming live on I think a Twitter too today. So it was 3 ways of streaming: Facebook, Twitter, and Twitter or X. I'll say X, and then YouTube. So guys, it is Football Minutes Live. We're about to end the show today. We want to say Lil Desperando, Steven.
Hang on to hope.
Hang on to hope, guys. I will be back again tomorrow. See ya and enjoy the rest of your evening. Bye bye. What's up, guys? Welcome back to Blueclouds TV.